Hi, and welcome to Paper Root Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today I'm going to be talking to you about an almost finished album and where I'm going from here. Okay, friends, so today I was putting away my layouts from January. It is February 12th, and I'm finally getting around to it. I usually do it at the beginning of the month, but it's just been crazy around here. I've just been really not home a lot. So anyways, I was getting around to that, and so I was putting some layouts away, and as I don't scrapbook in chronological order, but I do put my layouts away that way. And so when I start to see an album get full like this one, then I try to fill in the blanks so I can finish it and get it onto the shelf where it's going to live permanently. So in this case, it would go to my son's house on a shelf. So this is my granddaughter. She is now 2 years old. So like I said, I don't scrapbook chronologically, but when I do see something getting filled up, I like to finish it off. So this is the second of her baby albums. I don't know how many volumes there's going to be. As long as I enjoy scrapbooking it, I don't worry about how many or how few. If they want to throw them out in the future, that's entirely up to them. I do this because I love it. It's my love letter to them. Yeah, I just hope that at some point they take the time to look at it and enjoy it and know how much they were loved. Anyway, off of that soapbox, I apologize in advance. It is not ideal recording settings. My washing machine is going. My dryer is going. My neighbors are chipping the ice off of their driveway, I think. So I hope you can't hear all of that. But nevertheless, here we are. Also, the sun is starting to set. So if it starts to get dark, I will turn some extra lights on. But here we go. So this is the album that I was starting to put. I haven't even finished putting my layouts away. I was just like, I'm going to film this. Anyway, so I was putting my layouts away, and this album, like I said, is the second in her baby albums. And then, so I usually put, this is a close to my heart, what do they call these? Legacy D-Ring, I think it's called. I'll link it down below. They are my favorite albums. They are the most durable. They last the longest. I have had one fall apart on me, and they did not replace it because I didn't notice it was broken until months after I'd purchased it. So they do have a good return policy if it arrived to me that way, but I actually don't take them out of the cellophane until I go to use them. So I had purchased it months before, and then when I opened it to use it, it was broken. But other than that, they have all been wonderful. And they do survive the trip from here to Ontario, which is a 4-hour flight, and we all know how loved our baggage is on the planes. Anyway, so I was going through this one and putting away some of her layouts, and I noticed that this one, I put about 20 pages in these. These are the Close to My Heart page protectors. They are my favorite. They are the most durable. They're very thick and sturdy. They don't rip. I've never had one tear at the ring before, so hopefully that continues to last, because my pages can be kind of heavy sometimes. But yeah, I've never had one fall apart. Excuse me. And then yeah, so as I was putting the layouts away, I noticed that I think I was finished all of the February layouts, which is good. And then this was the pocket page. I do at the end of a month, when I'm scrapbooked everything that interests me in that month, I take all the cute little pictures and just throw them into a pocket page. And then I copy and paste the little write-up that her mom does on her social media when the kids have their, I don't know, is it called a birthday? When you celebrate 1 month old. And then I put it onto a journaling card for them. And then here's going into March. Sorry, I just need a little sip of water, I think. And then as I was going through here, I'm like, this is almost finished. There's a layout that needs to be done here. And there is a layout that is actually done here, but it is with my February class that I'm teaching at my local scrapbook store. So it will go in here at the end of February. And then when I get to the back here, this page here is finished, but this one is only finished on one side. So like this doesn't have any journaling cards on it. And it is like the pictures are still hanging out of the pockets. Like if you can see on this side, like, I don't know if you can even tell on camera, but the picture from behind is taller than the one in the pocket. So I just need to like cut things down. I like to glue the front and backs together so that when I put them in the pocket, there's no shifting. But that's just a personal preference. Not everybody does that. Yeah, so I have to get out my stuff that I do my monthly pocket pages for her with and get that on there. It's a Bo Bunny, an old Bo Bunny. I found at a couple of garage sales and kind of made a little kit out of it. And then I have like one more, so this is the 20th page. So I need to decide what happened at the very beginning of April of 2021, and I think it was Easter. So I'm going to probably put a couple of Easter layouts in this pocket or in this page protector, and then it'll be done. So I'm going to need to pull out some Easter stuff. I'm going to need to pull out my pocket page stuff, and I'm done this layout, but I will need, and I think part of the reason this one didn't get done is because I've been doing a lot of like feminine colors lately, and this one is at Papa's shop. So I want to use like a construction truck kind of layout. Not that I think that there's boy and girl colors, I haven't pulled out that theme of paper in a really long time. So I'm going to pull that, and I'm going to pull some Easter. Yeah, and then I will get those ones in here, and I will probably take you along on that journey. And maybe that will give us a couple of videos to watch for the month of February. Okay, so the first thing I did was I went looking for a construction type themed kit. And this isn't the one that I had in mind that I was going to use. I have a newer one, I think from Photoplay or something. But when I saw this one, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. And this is old. This is like from when my youngest was a little boy. So I think this will be really cute with these photos of my little Emmy at her Papa's shop. And so here she's like in the Bobcat, and here she's just sitting on the, I don't know, a wood pallet or something. You can kind of see the truck in behind her. And I'm going to take this little sticky that I had on here and put it on the back so I don't have to look up the date again. So that's one thing I'm going to have on my list of things to do. And I'm going to set this in a pile behind me. And this is just kind of how sometimes, not always, but sometimes I decide what I'm going to scrapbook next, you know? Like, especially lately, I haven't been in my craft room for things that are not either class related or like teaching related. So I feel a little bit disconnected from my day-to-day scrapbook stuff. Okay, and then this was the next thing we talked about, was getting this pocket page finished up. So I grabbed the, it's called Simple Stories Baby Steps, and it is from, is there a date on here? It's old. But you know what? I am not opposed to using old stuff because I don't think anybody cares. Not anybody who looks at my books anyways. 2011. And so super cute, super good for like the month-to-month stuff because it's got all these month cards here. And then it came with a couple of sticker sheets and stuff and overlays, and it's got a lot of stuff in here. So I am going to trim up these pictures and glue them to the backs and stuff, and then get some a title card maybe and some journaling down here. And maybe not. Maybe these ones don't really, they're not the ones that I would normally journal on anyways. They're just there because she's so freaking adorable. I want to print all the photos. I don't, but I want. Okay, and then yes, it was Easter that was next up in the album. And so I printed some pictures of her on Easter Day. And I'm not sure if I'm going to make one or two layouts of this. So I left it up to my future self. But I printed these two for sure, and this one are all going to be one layout. And then I might make a separate one with her and her brother, but I might put them all on the same one because They're super cute. And I didn't zoom in on these ones for her album. I will for his, because this is a super cute picture of him. But like, she's crying here. She's miserable. And then I put this one in because I was like, this is a good reminder that if I decide to put this all on one layout, what do I want to put on the backside? Well, I arrived for my visit on Easter Sunday. And so I have this is a picture of her in my arms. And so I want to put the next layout I want to do is like, grandma's here, you know? And I was just like, I hadn't seen her since February, and I was just so excited to be holding her again. And so that would be my next layout. So I put that there because I thought I was going to leave the space blank, and then I'm like, no, that'll be a good reminder of what I'm going to put next if I don't use both sides of this page protector. And then I went and pulled this. This was originally a collection kit from Jennifer Edwardson Creative Inc. And it was, she like curates kits and then sends them to you. Well, if you purchase them, obviously, she's not just going to send stuff. But this one was based on Bunnies and Blooms from Simple Stories. And it's a super cute spring collection. And it's got some Easter themed stuff in it. And I've also added things in there. Like there's a die cut pack from Wild Asparagus. I threw some ribbon in that coordinated, some flares that coordinated. There's just like a bunch of like random things in here too that I thought kind of went with my Easter stuff. So that will be the one that I use for the Easter photos. And I feel like my grandson's wearing a really orange shirt in these pictures, but I tried to tone it down a little bit so it looked more peachy. And I think it looks okay with those colors. So, because there is like a peach color in here. So, yeah. So that is it for today, I think. So that's where I'm going to head next. And I will plan to record some of it to bring you guys along with me. For the remainder of February, like we're almost halfway through, but I'm also hoping to get back to my, where is it? My 6x8 album for them, and it is their Christmas album. And I got a few layouts done in there, but I still have quite a ways to go. And I don't want to still be working on this next year, because I'm going to want to start the new one next year. And that's kind of where I felt like I was this year, where I had felt like I had 2 projects to tackle, and of course fell behind, if you can call. I shouldn't say behind, because I never actually have that feeling, but if I'm going to buy these classes, I kind of want to keep up to them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, not that I'm scrapbooking ahead or behind the times, but more like keeping up to the classes I've promised myself that I was going to do or purchase. And so if I'm going to spend the money, I want to get it done. I don't want it to just sit on a shelf. So that is also what I'm hoping to tackle in the month of February. I also need to get my April class started for the scrapbook store. What else? Embellishment swaps. I'm captaining all the Canadian swaps. If you're interested in swapping embellishments, I'll link Ginger's Corner Facebook group down below. All you have to do is join. And then when they post a new swap coming up, if that one interests you, you just put your name or one spot, please, and then put a little Canada flag or say you're from Canada. And or if you're in the US, you can just ask for a spot also. I think there's also some European countries participating now too, so that's kind of exciting. Do you want to see a little sneaky peek of what my April class at the store is going to be all about? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. It is going to be about my kids' weird pets because my oldest and my middle boy have dogs. They're just dog people. My middle boy, actually, their dogs are their kids, right? My oldest, their dog is just another member of the family. They're very inclusive with the dog. The dog goes everywhere with them. They love him to pieces. I mean, not everywhere. Obviously, there's lots of places he can't go, but anyway, my youngest, however, is all about the unusual pets. And so when I saw this collection from Simple Stories, I was like, oh, yep, that's the one I'm going to do, because it has like, it has lizards. So they have a bearded dragon. And so I have this one. I think this is actually an iguana, but I'm going to use it for Phoebe's pages. And then they also have a corn snake. So this one also has snakes in the collection. They also have a chameleon. So they also have chameleons in this collection. So I'm like, yes, I need this collection in my life. And then there's also guinea pigs in this one. And hilarious story. When my middle boy was living with us, his girlfriend is an animal lover also. And she one day came home with a guinea pig and wanted to keep it. And we were like, no, because they were living here with us. And I was like, you can't have that here. Mark will die. My husband does not enjoy having rodents in the house. So he doesn't like the snakes and stuff either, but he's coming along. He's learned, he's gained a lot. Yeah, anyway, so I want to document that because I took some really funny pictures of my son holding this guinea pig. Like, are you kidding me right now? I feel like the mouse can go with the snake because the snake eats the mice. I don't have pictures of that, and I will not take pictures of that because it grosses me out. But anyway, and then there's also these ones, like totally, I think one of the die cuts or something says totally perfect, and they had toads. They also have fish. Lord help me if they ever get birds, because I can't do birds, especially free roaming birds. Anyway, yeah, so I thought this was a perfect collection. That's what I'm going to use for my April class at Scrapbook Store. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm working on at the moment. So I hope that I will get a few more videos out for you guys before the end of the month. I do have a couple days off, so I should be able to. They're not for another week or so, but yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I really do love hearing from you guys. And I hope you all have a great day. Bye for now.